All right, let's see if we can one-shot this. I've not done a lap here yet, but if it's cold track at Kansas, I don't see why it isn't full throttle here. So, since super speedway fashion, let's try a one-shot. And if you're watching this, then spoiler alert, that's probably what it is. Probably should keep steering offset the same. Brake bias I'm not going to touch. We're not going to use brakes around here. All right. So going to be second lap. I mean, I could be doing the super speedway cheese if I really do think it's like that, but I at least want to get a feel on lap one of what we're up against. Offset feels wrong. Oh no, offset's right. No real signs of instability on the full throttle here. Gotta push my pedal all the way down. Okay. I'm gonna try full throttle. I mean, it's not the least stable. It's not the most stable thing I've ever driven, but it's definitely full throttle. We're gonna do a top 3 and 4 run up. Early turn in so that we don't hit the wall. And then just kind of hold it, turn down a little early so we can straighten out the wheel earlier. Because the corner takes a little bit of speed from you, I will do the cut. And then just super speedway it on the bottom. Very good. Now turn 3 is going to be a little bit sharper, so I'm going to make sure to get that nose angle, get all the way down there, and let the car open up really early. And get the car pointed back down here. I mean, yeah, I don't think I can do any better. Like, I can do maybe like 100th or 2 better than that. A couple hundredths better. But like, that's the lap. That is for sure the lap. Racing here, I mean, racing here, especially in the draft dirty air, you will need a little bit of off throttle time sometimes. So I want to show you guys the best place to do off throttle. I'll show you the do's and the don'ts. So if you're gonna go off throttle for a corner, you better do it before this drop into the corner like this. If you do it before the drop, then the car is able to settle into the corner. But look what happens if I try to drive it into the corner and then I have to off throttle at the last second. Drive it into the corner, oh, go there. Now it's like harder to control because the car is pointed and it's kind of locked in as we drop into the corner. And if we screw up the lock-in of the car, then the handling gets all weird. Now, sometimes you'll have to check up for people like that, but that is not where you want to check up. Where you want to check up is a little bit before the drop so that you can just full throttle this whole way and the car is consistent the whole way through. As we get into the later run here, the wall might become more effective. Now, as we're full throttle, the top just isn't a thing. But if the tires are super worn off, maybe you have a good draft, that top is really good. So you just want to make sure that you're pointed towards the seam at all times. You don't even want the car to have an opportunity to slide up the track. And that's how you can drive inches from the wall, is because you know the car is never sliding up. It's only coming down, if anything. So here, I mean, I'm a little bit low, but like, it's just like driving a super speedway qualifying lap. 3 and 4 is going to be harder to run by the wall because the corner is sharper. Has to take a better timing. But you can do that. That was actually pretty good. 1 and 2 should be fairly easy to run by the wall. It's a little bit more forgiving. I like running top 1 and 2, bottom 3 and 4 if both ends are kind of equal. But there's nothing wrong with top 24. Ooh, are we gonna hit the wall? Yeah, it hit. I could have turned off of it the last second, and I was like, no, I guess not. But yeah, it's gonna be draft pack stuff. It's gonna be multi-groove. Gonna be fun. That's quintessential C fixed. You gotta get the turn-in is pretty forgiving in turn 1. That's like you're not gonna have too much of an issue full throw in turn 1. The hardest part's gonna be the turn 3 timing. Right at about the green light is a good timing to turn in. Maybe a little bit before it even. If you miss it, you're gonna have to have too much wheel angle, and then you could start to slide a little bit, and it probably won't wreck you, but it'll probably scrub a lot of speed out of your car. Notice how very little speed scrubbed out of my car on entrance. If you miss that entry and turn in too late, you might make the corner, but you'll hear your tires scrub a lot more than that. All right, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Hope to see you all on the track.